Hello, everybody. Welcome to After Further Review. I'm your host, Steve Tower, and tonight we're bringing season ticket baseball back on to the channel where we'll continue our replay of the 1990 National League Championship Series between the NL East champion Pittsburgh Pirates and the NL West champion Cincinnati Reds. In our game last week, which is last night here in 1990, the Reds had a come-from-behind win to take Game 1, a game that they historically lost. And so tonight they will look to go up 2-0 on the Buccos, but they will have their work cut out for them as the eventual 1990 NL Cy Young Award winner, Doug Drabek, will take the mound, and he will be facing off against the crafty veteran Tom Browning. Tom Browning, rest in peace. Browning was actually the winningest pitcher on the Reds roster this season, taking in 15 wins for the team. Let's see if he can repeat history here tonight. The Reds won this game 2-1 was the final. Doug Drabek was actually the tough luck complete game loser. He pitched all 8 innings, giving up those 2 runs, but unfortunately that was 1 run too many, as Browning and the Nasty Boys bullpen combined to hold them to just 1 run. All right, so, and a funny thing, Scott Johnson joins us in the chat room. Welcome, Scott. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your support, being an AFR member. Something that we will probably never see again, probably at least in my lifetime. The start time of this game was 3:15 in the afternoon. Just completely insane. So it was a nice sunny day. So we're actually not going to roll for the weather here tonight, because it was a daytime game, and so we won't have any weather results come up on it. It was also a clear day traditionally, so we'll just say that it is a clear, calm day here at Riverfront Stadium. All right, so here we go. Tom Browning gonna lead things off here on the mound, finishing his warm-up tosses. Another interesting thing, I've really enjoyed going back and watching all of these games, is how much the lineups changed from game to game in this series. So the leadoff batter for the Pirates, Gary Ritas, playing at first base, he did not play in the first game, and here he is leading off in the game. Of course, one of the strangest things is that the eventual 1990 most valuable player, Barry Bonds, batted 5th here in the Pittsburgh lineup. So maybe we won't see him till the 2nd inning. So, all right, Tom Browning finishes his warm-up tosses. We're ready to go. Gary Ritas steps up to the plate. It's time to play ball. And we get a 6:46 right away, which will be a fly out to center field. And there is 1 out. All right, so Tom Browning gets the first batter. That'll bring up Jay Bell, playing at shortstop tonight for the Pirates. And let's see, a 4:57. Against a lefty. He is going to stroke that into center field. And the Pirates will have their first batter of the game. All right, so that will bring up the center fielder for Pittsburgh, Andy Van Slyke. So lefty on lefty. 1 out, 1 on. And we get a 3-0-7. That is going to be a strikeout. Van Slyke goes down swinging, chases that curveball. And that will bring up Bobby Bowe, playing in right field, batting 4th. 4-0-9. Oh, he is going to ground to short. Larkin will throw to Duncan for the force. And that will do it. So, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on. It is the Pirates nothing, and the Reds coming up to bat. Tonight, I also thought I would use a marker here just to make it more obvious to anybody jumping in where we are. So in the top half of the inning, my runner icon will be up here, and the bottom half will be down here. So as Dave Gardner joins us in the chat room. Welcome, Dave. Ooh, big accident on the freeway. Oh my god. Oh, you had me there for a minute. You had me. I won't lie. All right. Let's see. So Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer Barry Larkin, will step up to the plate here, leading things off. Doug Drabek winds, delivers 2-2-9. Let's see, against a right-hander, that will be a grounder to second base. And there is one out. Drabek went 22-6 in his Cy Young campaign of 1990. Herm Winningham playing in center field, getting his first start of the series. A 3.18 is going to be a strikeout. So 2 quick outs for Drabek. And now here comes Paul O'Neill. Paul O'Neill would eventually go on to play for the Yankees and win 3 more World Series rings before he retired. Let's see, 5-17. So this will be our first defensive check. Or no, sorry, not 5-17, 5-71. So we will go to left field, and Bobby Bonilla is going to track that down easily for the F7 if you're scoring at home. So 3 up, 3 down after 1 full. There is no score from Riverfront. Scott stopped for a 3-way chili before the game. All right. Okay, so here we go. Here in the top of the second, Barry Bonds will step in, a svelte Barry Bonds here. Batted .301, let's see, with 33 home runs and 52 stolen bases on the year. Let's see what happens in his first at-bat. 6:57 is the roll. He is going to ground to second, and Duncan will handle that easily, toss it on to first for the first out. Here comes Jeff King playing at third base tonight for the Bucks. 3:19. He is going to strike out, and that is the second K of the evening for Mr. Browning. And now the catcher, Don Slott, will step up to the plate. Slott getting his first start of the series. Let's see, 104 will become a 304, which will be a strikeout. So Browning gets him 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the second and picks up strikeout 2 and 3. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. Still no score here at Riverfront. Let's see. I used dots on the red die too. Any thoughts of going to number die like the other two? It's funny. So I did History Maker Baseball on Monday, and I used to use numbered dies, and viewers said that they couldn't read them as easily as the pipped dice. So that is why I use them. I actually have a really nice Chessex die. Oh, you can't see it there in my hand. But I don't know why. For whatever reason, people kept telling me that they couldn't read it. So I do use the pips. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. People are used to the dots. I have gotten a lot of good feedback about my dice tower too, because apparently I'm one of YouTube's worst dice rollers by hand. So I am enjoying having my dice tower too. All right, so here we go here in the bottom of the second. Eric the Red is going to lead things off, trying to get the Cincinnati offense going. 3-4-3. That is going to be a strikeout. And Drabek gets his second K of the evening. One out, nobody on for first baseman Hal Morris. 473 is the roll. That is going to be a deep fly out to center field for the second out. And here comes everybody's favorite third baseman, Chris Sabo. Spuds steps in here with the bases empty, 2 down, 170. Oh, he is going to draw a walk. And the perfect game is over for Drabek as he gives a 2-out walk to Sabo. All right, so the inning continues. And here comes the catcher, Joe Oliver. Let's see if he can do something there. 434. Oh, and indeed he will. Let's see. I believe that is going to score Sabo. Yeah, a double plus means that it's a long double. And everybody's going to score. It is only one runner, but there we go. So Joe Oliver gets an RBI double with 2 out here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up the second baseman, Duncan. Duck on the pond in scoring position. Let's see if they can get a second run in. 572. So that is going to go into left field. And a 572 will just be a fly out to left field. So the inning is over, but the Reds are on top 1-0 as we head to the third inning. And a funny historical note. The Reds got their first run of the game. Oh, no, sorry. Oh, darn. That would have been cool. Historically, the Reds got their first run of the game in the first inning. And then they got their second run in the fifth. All right. Well, almost was a cool coincidence. All right. So here in the top of the third, 8, 9, and 1 batters are due up. Jose Lind, his first at-bat of the evening. 131 is going to be a fly out to right field. O'Neill will track that down for the first out, and that will bring up the pitcher, Doug Drabek. 330. Let's see. 330 is going to be... Oh, what's his contact rating? His contact rating is a 3. Yeah, is going to be a strikeout. So that is strikeouts number 4 for Browning. And the lineup turns over. Gary Redis steps in for his second at-bats. He flew out back in the first inning. 170. Ooh, that is going to be a single. And the second hit of the evening for the Pirates. So the inning continues. Here comes Jay Bell. Bell got the other hit of the game back in the first inning. Was stranded at, or no, he was forced out to end the inning. Let's see, 180. Ooh, is going to be a bloop single. And with 2 out, Redis will be running on contact, so he is going to motor on over to third. And suddenly, the Pirates are threatening. Browning, after getting the first 2 batters out, has given up back-to-back singles. And here comes Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke struck out back in the first inning. 572. This is going to go to left field. Davis playing in left field, which is not his carded position. So it means we're going to look at his range in left. His range is a 5. And the blue die is under his range, equal to or under, so that will just be a F7 for the third out. All right, so the Bucks threaten, but they strand those 2 runners, and they are still scoreless as we head to the bottom of the third. And Tom Browning is going to lead things off for his squad. Let's see how Browning does. If he can help his own cause here. 5-17. Oh, well, that is going to go back to the mound. And Drabek will handle that easily for the out, right? 5. Oh, no, wait. 5. Yeah. Wow, Drabek, a very good fielding pitcher. Only a 5-18 or a 5-19 result in the batter getting on base. All right, Barry Larkin now coming up. Larkin 0 for 1 tonight. 378. 378 is going to be a long single. So he will get the second hit of the night for the Reds. And he is on at first with 1 out. Here is Herm Winningham. 666. Home team is batting, so we'll add 5 to that. 671. Ooh, is going to be a wild pitch. So Larkin will advance to second on the wild pitch. Now we've got a runner in scoring position for Herm. 1. Well, I'll call that a cocked die. 189. 189 is going to be a bloop single, which I believe with just 1 out, the runners will only advance 1 base, as they have to wait to see if it gets caught. So we'll have runners at the corners. Let's see, and that was the third hit, right? 1, 2, 3, yep. All right, and Paul O'Neill will now step up to the plate as Michael has joined us in the chat room. Welcome, Mike. Thanks for stopping by Riverfront Stadium here. We have a 1-0 game going on, but now the Reds are threatening. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Paul O'Neill at the plate. 591. Is going to go to Bonilla in right, and that will just be a... Oh, actually, it is a fly out to right field, and the runner at third has to challenge. All right, so O'Neill will fly out for the second out. Larkin at first base. Let's see, he has a speed of 6. And Bonilla with a arm. Ooh, he only has an arm of 3. So we just need to beat 13. So 6. And, oh yes, and we will easily beat it. All right, so that will become a sac fly for O'Neill, as Bonilla very late on the throw in. So sacrifice fly will get in the second run of the game. And there are now 2 outs. Still a runner on for Eric Davis. Davis, who struck out back in the second inning. 638 plus 5 will be 643. So that'll just be a fly out to center field for the third out, but Cincinnati able to get another run on the board, and they now lead 2-0 as we head to the 4th inning. And Bobby Bowe will lead things off here. Bonilla, let's see, 0 for 1 on the night. 188. Well, he will now be 1 for 2 as he gets a leadoff single here in the 4th. So 1 on, and here comes the dangerous Barry Bonds. 325. Oh, all right. Bonds is going to go chasing. Goes on a fishing expedition and comes up empty. Browning with his 5th strikeout of the night. All right. So 1 out now for Jeff King. And I agree, Dave. I love the challenges. When they come up there, once you kind of get the flow of it, it's very easy to figure out and adds a nice touch to the game for sure. All right, so Jeff King now up. Jeff King, a strikeout victim, his first at bat, 4-18. And there we go. That is going to be the pitcher's best friend, a 6-4-3 twin killing. And that will do it for the fourth inning. No runs, one hit, and nobody left on. 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Reds on top, 2-0. All right, so here in the bottom of the fourth, we will have the middle of the order coming up. Hal Morris going to lead things off. Morris flew out to deep center field in his first at-bat. 294, and he is going to fly out to deep right field. So let's see, Hal Morris with a power of 4. 4 plus 4 is 8 into deep right field. So it is a double, and he could try to advance to third, but I think we're going to just be happy with the leadoff double. Not push our luck. Even though, although Hal Morris does, well, he has decent speed, I guess, a speed of 4, but no, we're going to be happy with that. We don't want to get the first out of the inning at third. All right. Let's see, as Mike McAllister joined us. Welcome, Mike. Thanks for tuning in. All right, Chris Sabo, who drew a 2-out walk and then later scored the first run of the game, now steps up. Let's see, 648, but we're going to add 5, so 653 is going to be a grounder to second. The infield was not playing in, so they will get the out at first, but Morris will advance to third on the play. All right, so 1 out, runner at third. Now they'll bring the infield in for Joe Oliver, who got an RBI double in his first at bat. Whoa, I missed the tower. 324. And he will strike out for the second out. So the infield back to normal depth for Mariano Duncan. Duncan 0 for 1 with a fly out. 533. So we're going to check the first baseman's. And it'll be Reedus, who will take it to the bag himself for a 3 unassisted to get that third out. So the leadoff double goes for naught. And O'Neill is stranded at third. We'll head to the fifth. The Reds still on top. 2-0. Here in the top of the fifth, it will be Don Slott leading things off. Slott 0 for 1. One of the strikeouts for Tom Browning in the game. Let's see, as a Cleveland baseball fan joins us in the chat room. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see, Don Slott 204. He is a right-hander, so that will be another strikeout. Wow, so Tom Browning, not exactly known as a strikeout pitcher, but he gets K number 6 there against Slott. We'll take it. All right, 1 out. Base is empty for Jose Lind. Lind flew out in his first at-bat for 57. And he is going to ground to third. Sabo with a long toss over gets him by a couple of steps. 2 down. Base is empty for the pitcher, Drabek, who struck out in his first appearance. 526. This is going to be on the catcher's card. Oliver. Wrong catcher's card. Oliver, not a great defensive catcher. So 526 would be a pass ball. So, fortunately, no damage done since there is Nobody on base. So we'll re-roll. 197. Hey, how about that? At 197 is going to be a single for Drabek. Trying to get something going for his team here. And he gets a 1-out single. So we'll go back to the top of the order. Gary Reedus, 1 for 2. 379 is going to be a ground out to short. Larkin will throw on to second to get the force. And that will do it. So, again, no runs, 1 hit. And there is still a shutout going. Cincinnati on top, 2-0. As we head to the bottom of the 5th. And Browning will get to lead things off for his team. See if if he can repay the favor to Drabek. 261, I don't think he will. Well, let's see. Browning batted, I guess he batted left-handed. Doesn't say anything different. So against a left-hander, it's going to be 561. Let's see. 561. Oh, well, that's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. All right. So Browning now 0 for 2 on the night. We'll go back to the top of the order. Barry Larkin up now. Larkin 1 for 2. Had a single, advanced on a wild pitch, and then later came around to score on a sacrifice fly from O'Neill. 428 is the roll. That is going to be a grounder to short for the second out. And now here is Herm Winningham. Herm Winningham 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. 376. Let's see, 376 is going to be a grounder to second. And that will do it. 1, 2, 3. Go the Reds in the 5th. They are still up 2-0 as we go to the 6th inning. Here in the 6th, let's see, we'll have the 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up. So Tom Browning has a stamina rating of 5. He is now susceptible to fatigue for any time a runner reaches base. We'll take a little water break. All right, so here we go. Browning, he's given up 5 hits, but has managed to scatter them and shut out the Pirates' potent offense so far tonight. Let's see, against Bell here, 492 is going to be a fly out into deep center field, but Winningham will track that down for the first out. Now here comes Van Slyke. Van Slyke 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. 575. So that's going to go into left field with Davis when we know his range is a 5. So that will be an out. He will just track it down. Good play by Davis there in left. And so 2 out, bases empty for Bobby Bowe. Bobby Bowe 1 for 2 on the night. 492. He's gonna really get a hold of one. Winningham has to get on his horse. He is at the track and gets it up against the wall. So just a long, loud out. The crowd roars. Nice play by Winningham. And Browning, I think, got away with one there. Bobby Bowe stomps his feet as he heads back to the dugout. 1, 2, 3. Go the Pirates in the 6th. We'll head to the bottom half. Still 2-0. Cincinnati on top. As Keith joins us in the chat room. Welcome, Keith. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so here in the bottom of the 6th, we got the 3, 4, and 5 batters. The heart of the order coming up for Cincinnati. Paul O'Neill 0 for 1 with that sacrifice fly that got the second run of the game in back in the third. 198 is the roll. That is going to be a bloop double. All right, so O'Neill just reaches out on an outside fastball and deposits it into the gap between left and center, and he motors into second base. And we've got leadoff man in scoring position for Eric Davis. Let's see. Davis 0 for 2 so far on the evening. He has been kept quiet. 380 is the roll. And he is going to continue to be quiet as he's going to ground to short. So they'll look back the runner. O'Neill cannot advance. 1 out. And Drabek starting to sweat maybe a little bit out there. And now Drabek has a stamina of 6. So he is not susceptible to fatigue this inning. Here comes Hal Morris now. Morris, he has a double. He had a leadoff double and then got stranded at third. Let's see what he can do here. 687 is going to turn into a 682 for the home team. That is going to be a very long single that will easily score O'Neill from second. And the Reds go on top 3-0. As they're just chipping away at Drabek. He hasn't been really hit too hard. He's given up a couple of doubles. But the Reds just with some timely hitting. All right. Let's see. Brian joins us. Welcome, Brian. It's like watching two hated enemies fight each other and just hoping they blow each other up. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry you don't like the Reds or the Pirates, but and Mike asks, yes, I am. I'm using the as played lineups for these games, which is something you can very easily do with season ticket because you get every single player who took a single at bat or threw a single inning during the season. It's almost overkill, but one of the extra players that came in the extras PDF download for the Reds is actually a player that was on the playoff roster, pinch hitter or pinch runner extraordinaire Billy Bates rather. So they are all there. All right, so let's see. This will bring up Sabo now. Sabo 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Let's see what he can do here. 498. Oh, he is going to strike out. And now 2 down for the catcher, Joe Oliver, who got the scoring started back in the second inning with an RBI double. 355 is going to be a ground out to third, and that will do it. But the Reds do scratch across another run, and it is 3-0 as we head to the 7th inning. All right, let's see. So, Browning had a 1-2-3-6, so he is still not fatigued. We will get some action, though, in the bullpen. Rob Dibble is going to start warming up. And so I did calculate fatigue carryover from our first game. And all of the Reds' bullpen will be unfatigued because nobody pitched more than 1 inning, and they didn't give up any runs. So everybody is ready to go. Unfortunately for the Pirates, they have 3 pitchers who have a fatigue of 3 if they were to come in. So they're hoping that Drabek matches his historical output and goes the distance, so they can get some rest. But we're not there yet. Let's see. So we're in the top of the 7th, and Browning in there to face Barry Bonds. He has kept Bonds quiet. He has ground out and struck out. Let's see. So some good chatter going on there. And all right. All right, so here we go. Browning versus Bonds. 6-11. That is going to be a strikeout. And wow, Tom Browning, he has come to play tonight. That is now his 7th strikeout of the evening. He is just in his groove here tonight. Here comes Jeff King. King 0 for 2. 341. He is going to have a deep drive into right field, but O'Neill gets it on the warning track for the 2nd out. 2 out, bases empty for the catcher, Don Slott. Slott has struck out twice. 665 is going to be a grounder to short. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the 7th. And it is time to stretch with the Reds up 3-0. All right. So here we go. It is Uke time at Riverfront Stadium. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanut and cracker jack. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Reds. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. There we go. All right. I've been playing a lot of baseball on the channel, so my ukulele's been getting a lot of use. I love it. So here in the bottom of the 7th, it is going to be Duncan and then the pitcher spot due up. So very interesting decision to make here. Let's see what happens. St. Patrick joins us in the chat room. Welcome, St. Good to see you here. And let's see. Oh, he is also voting for the pipped die. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I do prefer the numbered dice. But I guess the pips show up better on the video. So, all right. So here we go. Drabek is going to stay out there. He is now susceptible to fatigue. He's at 0 fatigue now, but anybody that gets on base, he would add a fatigue. All right. So here we go. Duncan 0 for 2 on the evening. 361, and he is going to fly out to first base. 1 down, and now that will bring the pitcher up. I'm kind of tempted to let Browning stay in. Let's see, because they have the bottom of their order due up next. Actually, it would be the 8 batter due up. I think I'm going to let him stay in. My God, he's got a shutout going on in the NLCS. So let's let him stay out there. 370. 370, his contact rating, I'm going to assume, yeah, as a 1 is going to be a strikeout. So 2 outs. We'll go back to the top of the order. Barry Larkin steps up. Larkin 1 for 3 on the evening. 349 is the roll. He is going to fly out to first base as well. So 1, 2, 3 goes Cincinnati. But they are still on top 3-0 as we head to the 8th inning. All right, so Dibble is ready to go, but Browning's going to stay out there. Pinella's, he's got his man. Browning is pitching fast and loose out there tonight. Let's see. So Jose Lind going to lead things off. Lind 0 for 2 on the evening. 686 is the roll. 686 is going to be a single. And that will add a point of fatigue to Browning. And now we are going to have our first pinch hitter of the game. So let's see. Browning's going to stay out there. So I think they're going to go to R.J. Reynolds. Looks like they're, well, or maybe, because now they have Wally Backman on the bench. Would he be their best hitter? 292? Yeah, I guess they will. All right, so Wally Backman is going to pinch hit for Drabek here in the 8th. So they'll get activity in their bullpen. I guess they'll have, let's see. They had Smiley in their bullpen. Smiley was a starter in the regular season, but he was in the bullpen for here. Or actually, I guess they got Scott Ruskin too, so he'll get warmed up in the pen. But for now, the play is here: Browning against Backman, and you got to think with Dibble ready to go, this might be the last batter. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Backman batting right against the lefty. Tom Browning, 290. 290, oh boy, is going to be into deep left field. Uh-oh. Did Browning stay in 1 inning too long? Let's see. Backman, well, he only has a power of 2. Let's see. So a 10 into left field is going to be a double. So we're going to end up with runners at second and third for Gary Reedus. And with the tying run coming to the plate and Gary Reedus, Pinella walks out and he will make the call to the pen. It's time to get nasty, but a big... nice warm round of applause for Browning, who will go 7+ innings. He did not get an out here in the inning. And give way to Dibble, and Dibble has his work cut out for him. With runners at second and third, nobody out, and here comes Gary Reedus. Yeah, who were those people in the chat room said they wanted to see a complete game? All right, we're not going to play the infield in with a 3-run lead. We just want to get outs right now. So here we go. Dibble kicks, delivers. 553 is going to go to Sabo. And I think Sabo's a pretty good third baseman. 553, yeah, he'll grab it. And get the out, and I believe that with a hit to third, that the runners will stay. So a good out there for Dibble. Nice play by Sabo, freezing the runners. Here comes Jay Bell. Let's see, Bell. He is 2 for 3 on the night, so he's one of the few Pittsburgh batters that's had a good evening. 624. Oh boy, and he is going to pop out to Larkin. Larkin will drift back a little bit onto the outfield grass and grab it for the second out. All right, here we go. And here comes Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 2 flyouts. Here we go. Dibble with a big kick. Delivers 265. Is going to be a strikeout. Oh, my goodness. Nasty indeed. Dibble comes on with no outs and runners at second and third. And the game remains 3-0. Fantastic work by Rob Dibble. There we go. So close the books on Browning, who will leave blemishless with no runs scored. Wow. How about that? All right, so here in the bottom of the 8th, we will have a new pitcher for Pittsburgh. It'll be Scott Ruskin. So a good effort by Drabek, just like in real life, and also just like in real life, did not get any run support. So he goes 7 innings, 6 hits, and 3 runs, all of them earned. All right, so Herm Winningham going to lead things off. Winningham 1 for 3 on the evening. 651, add 5 for the home team. 656 will just be a grounder to second base. And Randy Myers getting loose in the Reds bullpen. Here comes Paul O'Neill. O'Neill, he has had a pretty good night. He is 1 for 2 with a double, a sacrifice fly, and a run scored. 489 the roll. 489 is going to be a fly out to center field for the second out. And now here comes Eric the Red Davis, 0 for 3 on the evening. Actually, I should say on the afternoon. This game started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 323 will be a strikeout. So Ruskin comes in, does his job, gets the Reds in order. So we'll head to the top of the 9th. And here comes the closer, Randy Myers, looking to lock down the game and get the save, and more importantly, the win for his team and take a commanding 2-0 lead. So Dibble goes for that 1 inning, no hits and a strikeout. So here comes Myers to get the save, and he will have his work cut out for him. He is going to earn this save as he will face Bonilla, Bonds, and King. All right, so Bobby Bo steps up. Let's see, 1 for 3 on the night. 468 is going to be a fly out to right field. O'Neill tracks that one down near the foul line and snags it on the run for the first out. Crowd on its feet here at Riverfront. Here comes Barry Bonds. Bonds 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Bases empty, 1 down, 3-run game. 6:24. He is going to get jammed and pops up. Larkin will track that down, straddling the infield grass, or the outfield grass and the infield dirt for the pop out to short. 2 down, bases empty. Jeff King steps up to the plate. King 0 for 3 on the night. Let's see, do they want to bring in a pinch hitter? Do they have a better right-handed batter on the bench? I guess they could try bringing in Reynolds. All right, so they will bring in a pinch hitter. R.J. Reynolds is going to come in to pinch hit for King. So King will be 0 for 3 on the night. And here we go. All right, so Leland goes to his bench trying to get something going. Myers gets the sign, kicks, delivers. 6-0-4 is going to be a strikeout. And there we go. Browning goes 7 innings and then gives way to the Nasty Boys, who lock it down for the win. This one belongs to the Reds. There we go. All right, so Browning will get the win. Dibble with the hold, Myers the save, and Drabek is your tough luck loser. Pretty much like in real life. So the actual game was 2-1 with the Reds winning. And here tonight we had 3-0. So there we go, folks. Exciting game. Well, especially if you're a Reds fan. There we go. All right, guys. That will be it for tonight. I think I'm going to, for a little while, I'm going to continue playing out season ticket baseball on Wednesday nights. So we'll see you guys next Wednesday for Game 3. We'll head down the river to Three Rivers Stadium. And hope you guys can join me this Friday. I will have a very special episode with Soccer Blast that should be a lot of fun. I'll tell you guys more about it on Friday. It'll be 9 o'clock. But until then, thank you everybody for tuning in. Everybody in the chat room. Oh, Paul Wisham joined us late there. Thanks, Paul, for tuning in. Big thank you to all my AFR members in the chat. Appreciate your support. If you would like to become a member, you can click the join button down below for more details. But until next time, my name's Steve. Get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.